Hi, I'm Anthony.
And I'm Renee.
And we are the voices and channelers behind Blue So Earth.
So today we thought we would bring forth Magdalene to chat about what's happening in Afghanistan. There's been a change of events. The Taliban is returning, and a lot of women in the West are really feeling for their Afghan sisters. And so we know with Magdalene's energy, so near and dear to her heart, helping women around the world, regardless of culture or belief system, we'd love to have a chat with her about Afghanistan.
Okay, so let's bring her through, see what she says.
So Anthony is slowing everything down now in order to connect to his breath, slow everything down, go into an Ujjayi breath so he can bring forth our guides, and Magdalene will step through, of course, to speak to us.
Good to see you again. I am Magdala. I am here again. And I will speak about what's occurring now in Afghanistan.
Yeah, so what some of the viewers may not know, we have a group called Magdalene Sisters. It is something that meets once a month as a membership program, and this particular month in August we had you come through. Yes. And you spoke to our sisters privately on a Zoom call about Afghanistan. And so it's I know it's something near and dear to your heart, because we didn't expect that was going to be the topic that we were going to speak to.
Well, the reason I speak to this, and I'm going to talk about Anthony as the channel through which I come through you into Anthony, but Anthony has this impression that he has all the ideas, that he's getting the ideas and I'm talking about them. He doesn't realize, but he does in a way, that we're working directly through him, that we are giving him the ideas. Everything that he watches, everything that he sees, we are here directing him. He kind of knows that, because he says to you all the time, they're always talking to me, they never stop. That is correct. I never stop. I never stop talking. I never stopped directing and trying to influence you on your path. Why do I give him these ideas about Afghanistan women? Because I'm interested in them. But he too has always been interested in helping women on their path as well. Why? Because it's always been there. It's been a part of who he is.
It's always been a part of who I've been.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're exactly right. There are no coincidences. So, let's speak a little bit about Afghanistan women. Well, for the last 20 years that your country, the United States, has been there have been a great many benefits. Afghan women are holding positions now like never before.
In government,
in jobs, in education, even within the military. More women now are highly educated than ever before. So there is a sense that they will not stand for it. There's this sense of liberation, this sense of femininity, this sense of freedom, this sense of power that they will no longer stand for. I am going to make a prediction, if you will, where the probabilities are saying that the Taliban are not going to last very long. How long is long? Well, I'm not quite sure, but they will not stay in power. And this is because women are going to rise up. They will not stand for it.
But won't they just get killed in the wake?
Yes, they will. They will. But your governments are going to do something about it. You are going to see people rise up in Afghanistan, and they will not stand for this type of regime any longer, especially women. Women are armed not only with knowledge and know-how, but they're armed with guns as well.
And heart and passion and commitment and loyalty and dedication and most of all, resilience.
then because you are now a world community, and the entire world is watching Afghanistan and how the women are going to rise up, governments, not just governments, but I'll say people, will form a barrier around these women and allow them and help them to continue their struggle. You cannot stop communication now. This is not 100 years ago where you had to write letters or call on a telephone. You will always be in communication at all times. No matter how they try to cut it off, they won't succeed. They can't. They're not that sophisticated.
As the consciousness of a global society shifts, right? Obviously, this impacts the women in Afghanistan and vice versa because of what's happened there internally in the last 20 years.
This doesn't only affect the women in Afghanistan, but women all around your planet. What they see occur now in Afghanistan is going to be representative of women's suffrage. That is to say, where women have come from, how they have risen, and how they will rise again. Afghanistan is this rising again, this ascension once again of women, and they are representing women all around the world. The plight, the fight, the struggle that women have had since I walked on this earth plane, it will not be maintained any longer. As a human community, you are now rising above all of this. You are starting to finally see that women are equal, if not better, but equal to men as well. And that there is a necessity to balance these energies so that you as a human community can continue to balance yourselves. Stop fighting. Stop warring with each other. Stop torturing each other. Now, I tell you this, as I told you once before, you're much better now than you were 100 years ago. But women in this part of the country are going to rise up. And women all around this globe are going to assist them to do that. It's happening right now. And that's what I wanted to talk about in this video. That women in Afghanistan, you are not alone. We are here with you. I am here with you. And I will assist you in the best possible ways that I can. And I will work through everybody and anyone who wants me to come through to give them assistance, to give them strength, so that they can rise up against this regime called the Taliban. So I say to all the women around the world that are watching this, what can you do? And even the men, what can you do as a human community to assist these women, to assist the people to resist this type of thinking, this type of regime? I say to all of you, you are much stronger as a community than you are as one. Thank you. Thank you for receiving me as well, Gaia. I know that this is a trying time for you and Anthony, and especially those in Afghanistan. But remember, your problems, as you call them, in comparison to those of the women in Afghanistan,
are small.
Are very small.
Yeah.
Aren't they?
And I think, that was one of the messages we left with our Magdalene Sisters tribe the last time that we met, is that, of course, all of our sisters, right, here in the United States and in Europe, who make up most of our Magdalene Sisters, we all have our own issues that we have to deal with. And there could be countless things that you've gone through that have challenged you, whether it's divorce or loss of a job. But I feel that when we can step outside of ourselves and look at other people, right, with compassion and empathy, especially women who are going through even tougher times than we are, what that allows us to do is forget our woes just for a little while, forget our woes just for, even if it's a few minutes, right, and to rise outside of our individual consciousness and move into a collective consciousness of thinking about the other.
I like the idea of the moving out of this individual collectiveness, this ego-driven collectiveness, into a collective consciousness of everybody. Mm-hmm. Because when you move into that collective consciousness, you start to you will literally forget your woes, your problems. They don't seem to be as big anymore, do they? And when you start to give energy to this collectiveness of others, this is when you really truly begin to expand and feel better about who you are. And I say that with reason as well. My name is Miriam, or Mary of Magdala. These are my words to you about Afghanistan. Do take part. Do not sit on the sidelines and do nothing. Take part, and you will see your collective consciousness work together for the benefit of all. Be well.
Thank you.
I will allow Anthony to come back now a little bit.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So as her energy unplugs and steps back from his auric field, Anthony can come back to the here and now. And
yeah, she's very passionate. I can feel this passion in her. She wanted to explode, but I'm like, just, kind of take it easy. It's okay. But yeah, I can feel this fire in her ready to explode.
Yeah, it's almost like a female Martin Luther King energy, right?
Yeah.
It's just this feistiness that says, that we all have the ability to contribute to make a change in the world.
She reminds me of this Joan of Arc taking the sword and just go, go, go. Anyway, thank you for joining us. We do look forward to making more videos and seeing you again.
Thanks for joining us, and thank you so much for watching this really important message, and we hope to see you soon.
Bye-bye now.